What's happening, guys? Today we're going to talk about work capacity. I want to go over why it's important, why and how it can be the limiting factor to your overall strength and progress, why it's something for us to pay attention to, close attention to, and not just wing our workouts. Why is work capacity important? Literally, because it's probably the number one determining factor in how strong you can become over time or overall. So, for example, somebody who's in the gym working out eventually on any given exercise pretty much will stall out. The easiest way to break a stall out or a plateau is to simply do more work, especially in that same movement pattern. Let's take our average gym goer, say a dude named George. George goes to the gym and he's trying to increase his bench press. Bench press is his favorite workout. We all love the bench press. Let's say George is working with 100 pounds on the bar, okay? And he's able to do 3 sets of 10. He can nail all 3 sets of 10, and eventually he's like, you know what? I want to start increasing the weight. I want to get bigger. I want to get stronger. Following week, George comes in and does 105. He adds 5 pounds to the bar and still nails 3 sets of 10. Not bad. Following week he comes in, tries to go to 110. Still gets his 3 sets of 10, but notices on the 3rd set, he might have lost a rep or 2. Okay? Fatigue is carrying over from week to week. Following week tries to go for 115, but he's noticing by the 2nd set on rep 8, his reps are starting to slow down. So the 2nd set on 115, reps 8 through 10 were grinders, okay? The bar is slowing down. His total velocity, sorry guys. So the following week he comes in, he's like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna still increase the weight. He goes for 120, even though he's already starting to have a slight loss in performance the week prior. He goes for 120, cranks out about 8 reps. Great, gets 8 reps, feels like he's probably going to get stapled, so he doesn't have a spotter. He's going to get stapled on reps 8 through 10, possibly, so he doesn't chance it. And goes for his next two sets, but notices he already has to back down the weight, down to like 110 to 115. So he's seeing a loss in performance. Now, what exactly is going on here? He's carrying, obviously, a lot of fatigue from week to week. And not only that, the intensity, right, the mechanical tension, weight on the bar is too much for his body to handle. So his body's no longer able to adapt positively to the actual stress, okay? Now, what is the best course of action for George to continue to progress? Well, he might have to take a couple of steps back so that he can keep going forward. What I mean by that, he needs to increase the total work he's actually doing, but decrease the amount of intensity, the mechanical tension, again, like I said, the weight on the bar. So, say he's up to that 120, I'd probably say his best bet, his best course of action would be to come down to about 105, right? 105 from that 120. So we're backing it down about 15 pounds, but he'll add an actual total set. Okay, maybe go for 4 sets of 8 with 105. Now we know that he can handle 115 to 120 for that same rep range, even though he's starting to see a loss of performance. So back down the weight, say 15 pounds, maybe even 20, even there's nothing wrong with even going back down to about 100 pounds, okay? But he's gonna add a set, okay? What's that set going to do? It's gonna increase the total volume. So the actual poundages, the tonnage, okay, is going to go up. That's 4 sets of 10. Come in the following week, you can keep the weight the same, say the weight's back down to 105, add another set. Go for 5 sets of, say, 8 to 10. The total volume George is now actually doing is higher than when he was going to be doing 115 to 120 for the 3 sets of 8 to 10. Significantly higher. So he's increasing his actual entire threshold of work, of volume that he can actually tolerate. So now he's up to 5 sets of 10. As he comes back down, right, in actual total sets and ramps up his intensity, right, weight on the bar, what's going to happen? He can handle 5 sets of 10 with that 105, right? Come back down to 3 sets of 10. He'll notice bumping it up to 115 for 3 sets of 10, no problem. He more than likely will get sets of 10 for all 3 sets, thus increasing his work capacity. He can handle more work, he can handle more total volume, which will actually bring his intensity, his ability to handle more intensity, more weight on the bar, up. Sure, did he have to sacrifice a couple of weeks of being able to ramp up the weight on the bar a little bit? Yes. But when he came back to doing that, the velocity of the bar is moving faster. He's more explosive. He's getting more muscle fiber recruitment through each rep, right? And he's going to get more total growth, more total hypertrophy out of that, and he's not going to be doing grinders. And another component of that is if he's lifting by himself, because he's staying away from doing grinders, he's not prone to getting stapled at the bottom. That's another thing. Especially when you're lifting by yourself, stay away from doing grinder reps unless you're really familiar with the RPE scale or you're a really experienced lifter. But I'm getting off topic. So yes, work capacity is very important. That's just something I wanted to cover for you guys, especially because I've been asked this question numerous times in the gym. Say, guys, so this seems, and 225 for the bench seems to be the number. Like, yeah, man, I'm doing 225 for a couple of reps, but I can't seem to get any stronger. No shit. You're going from week to week and you're probably trying to max out or crank out more reps here or there. One the yet simple but effective solution would be to back down that 225 weight on the bar, maybe down to like 210, and do a bigger body of work as a whole and increase your work capacity. I hope you guys were able to get some value from that if you are going through the same sort of struggle in your strength training programming and hitting stalls and not really understanding that you do need to increase the total body of work that you're doing so that you do, break those plateaus, hence increase your work capacity. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and make sure you guys subscribe for more content just like it.